Good morning. I'm a biologist, and I'm just one of many scientists appealing for scientific truth. Closer to the mic. Sorry, this is my first time. But So I am a biologist, but I'm just one of many scientists from different disciplines appealing for scientific truth to be respected by our legal system. Our professions can and should share rigour and responsibility. Human societies around the world, including our own, face climate catastrophe. Yet individuals and groups calling attention to this emergency are being labelled cranks and misfits, while the scientific reasons for sounding the alarm are being actively excluded from trials. Last March, the Court of Appeal ruled that climate protesters could not use political or philosophical beliefs in their defence. And in July, Judge Hare described authored scientific evidence of climate breakdown as hearsay in court to a sitting jury, almost as if he doesn't get it. Now, it is up to anyone whether or not to believe climate breakdown is happening. But whether or not it is actual and true is not a matter for individual belief. Science has used observation, reasoning, conjecture, and rigorous testing to confirm its existence, understood for decades, not least by scientists working within fossil fuel companies. Yet there's little or no public understanding of the greenhouse effect and the part it plays in the climate systems girdling the world that have supported development of life on Earth and our civilisations. Legislation addressing climate change was passed by UK's elected governments in 2008 and 2019. Deliberate misinformation funded by vested interests is not my subject, but action to reduce the emissions suffocating our planet has been confused by ignorance and doublethink. And double thinking pervades our legal system as much as it does Parliament, or indeed the mass media. In last year's Rex versus The Whole Truth 5, it was officially agreed, under facts not in dispute, that climate change is an existential risk to humanity. That's a quote from His Majesty's Treasury. But also that our government was facilitating new oil and gas company activities in the North Sea. Expert testimony from Bill Maguire, Professor Emeritus of Geophysical and Climate Hazard at University College London, was dismissed partly because he uses social media to communicate the urgency of the crisis, the whole truth, if you will. So the jury could not hear his evidence. But calling attention to scientific truths established countless times in scientific institutions around the world is becoming a civic duty. A case often quoted is Hoffman, 2006. Reasonableness of a defendant's acts must be considered in the context of a functioning state. In a dysfunctional state that's ignoring the science, those calling attention to the emergency are acting on behalf of society at large. The scientific truth must not just be spoken, the alarm must not just be sounded in academies and conferences, it must be heard by juries and governments alike. Thank you.
Thank you, Susie.